Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video I'm going to talk about something not so useful actually, but it will be useful for someone who has this kind of phone laying around. So as I said in the title that you can use your phone, like you should consider using this kind of phone as a dumb phone or not. So basically these phones are now laying around in many houses maybe, but one thing is that this phone can be very good dumb phone. Why and why I specifically said 920, I will tell about that too. So as for now, in all the Lumia phones they don't really support 4G, but some of them does support 4G, and you can get those phones around 10 bucks, and also you can get a good dumb phone around that price, but you will not get any kind of features you will get with these phones actually. So this phone actually dumb phone, and still you will feel that you are holding smartphone. So how? First of all, in my case this phone is Lumia 920, and let me show you. So it is connected to 4G, as you can see. So few of the phones does support 4G, and this phone also support 4G. Why specifically I'm telling about 4G is that in some of the countries 3G network doesn't connect, so you need specifically 4G networks. So in that case this kind of phone still can connect to the networks, and still you can make phone calls and messaging. So one of the basic features of dumb phone, not basic actually, primary features is that you can make calls and you can receive calls and you can send text messages. That is the specific reason why you get dumb phone. Or you can go to the features phone. Why I'm not suggesting features phone here is that nowadays features phone come with built-in WhatsApp and other things, so that you can connect it with your internet and other things. But in this case I'm talking about the dumb phone, like only for messaging and talking. And why choosing Lumia is that you can't really get those things here, like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, nothing you can get, but it will fulfill your basic needs. So first of all, here I'm using Lumia 920, and it can call, it can receive calls, it can connect to the internet too, but as it is outdated browser, you cannot access most of the website. But for the basic things, if you search, you can get it. So YouTube is still working on here, so you will not have any kind of issues. You can install game if you are techy enough, if your phone is running on Windows 10, or if your phone is running on Windows 8.1, still you can install apps, but you have to be a little bit techy. But if we ignore those things like installing apps and other things, still this phone can be good for as a dumb phone. First of all, in my case Lumia 920 has 32 gig of storage, so I can put all of my music library here, and wherever I go I can listen to the music, I can make the phone calls, and I can make messaging, I can do messaging, but still I'm not distracted from my social media, because you cannot access social medias here. That's why you are not distracted, you are not getting any notification here now and then. That's why I'm suggesting this phone as a dumb phone. And you can buy actually dumb phone for 10 bucks, but these phones will be much better than those, because these phones also has really good battery backups and have good battery storage, and also have really good music apps, which is in my case, as I'm using Windows 10, it is running Grove music player, and also music clarity is very good. And also sometimes you can snap some photos with these phones, and you can do a lot of stuff, still you are not distracted with your other things. But one thing is that this kind of phone is a bit heavy, and it's really, you will not feel that you are holding dumb phone, but it is really good. Like if you need something in middle, like dumb phone or smartphone in the middle, you can consider buying this kind of phone around 10 bucks. If you go, like if you want better display or something else, you can go with 950 XL or 930. Those also support 4G band. So whenever you're going to buy this kind of phone, try to buy 4G, not 3G one. Although in Asian countries still 3G are available, but I don't really suggest them. As for now, if I test the network, so here actually I have installed a browser from Windows Store. So Windows Store is still working on Windows 10, so you can get few apps and few games But if you are techy enough, you can install a lot. Like I have installed like to like in time when I feel not very good, I play games sometime, I browse and I listen to the music. So I have installed Coke browser. This browser is one of the best browser for Windows 10, and let me show you. So the SIM card here is it has like 15 Mbps internet data pack. So let me try our internet speed. Although this phone released in 2012, it does support 4G and LTE. So let me try internet speed, so that we can try that is it getting good internet speed, or it is connecting to the network or not. So if I try here, as you can see, this phone actually the SIM card I'm using it has 15 Mbps internet speed, and we are getting 15 Mbps here, and the SIM card does work. Although these things actually not necessary as we are talking about dumb phone, but still, if you want to search something immediately, if you are just using this phone, and immediately if you need something, you can search immediately. So if you want to measure something, you just write measure, and you can go to the website, and you can put whatever you want, and you can try. You see, the basic things, basic web search, basic reading you can do with this phone. But as I said, this phone is a little bit heavier side, and there are other phones too which are light and can be more useful than this one. But specifically as I have this one, not only I have this one, I have a lot of them which does support 4G networks. But specifically I am talking about this one because it has 32 gig of storage, so that I can put all of my music library here, and I can put some of my games, and also the phone calls and other things working. Let me show you. So let me call from my other phones here in this phone. So okay, so if I call from this phone to here, let me check the phone calls. By the way, networks is full here, and in my another phone also too. So as you can see, the phone call is coming. There is no issue with that. And even if I call to my another phone to the same numbers, hopefully you heard that. So the network connection is quite good. Actually, it's very similar to my other phones which I am using as my primary devices. So everything is working fine. So if you are considering buying dumb phone, you can go with this kind of phone, but make sure that this phones has like good battery or not, because sometimes if you buy this kind of phone, as these phones are very old phones, so battery backup may not be good. But in my case, this phone is still decent. It can give you two or 3 days of battery backup in my case. But when you are buying, just research yourself which one you want. You can go with 925. It's a bit lighter and also very good. That phone is too, but it has AMOLED panel. But one thing is that it doesn't have like 32 gig of storage, only 8 gig of storage. That's the point why I'm not showing that phone. Actually, I do have 925 too, but I'm not showing that. And it's also really good, better than this phone. But still, if you considering buying dumb phones, like the button phones, I will suggest you to go with, if you are like, if you need middle ground something, then smartphone and dumb phone, then in middle you can put these phones, and still you can use this phone and think that you are using smartphone. It will trick your mind like you are using smartphone. So that's it about 950 and these things. I'm not talking about Windows phone. Any phones you want, you can use BlackBerry, you can use other Symbian phones which cannot, like, you cannot access, or you will not get any kind of notification, or those phone will not distract you, but still your mind will be tricked that you are using smartphone. So that's it all about, like, you can consider buying this phone or not. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.
So please,